Hello everyone, welcome to Back to Stupid Questions. I'm Tatiana reporting live from Barcelona.
And I'm Denise reporting live from Lyon.
Hi guys, thank you for tuning back in. If you haven't already watched our latest episode, it was about when is it okay to date a friend's ex, and you can find it on Apple, on Stitcher, and on YouTube and SoundCloud. Today's episode is about rating other people's attractiveness. Yes, that's a thing, and it's been a thing for a very long time.
Yeah.
Exactly. So the reason why this came up is because I was having a conversation with my friend last week, and she was telling me like she went on this date with this girl and they had like 3 dates, and she didn't understand why that girl ghosted her in the end. And I was just like, oh, did you guys click? She was like, yeah, we clicked. And she was like, I'm not even annoyed at the fact that the girl ghosted me, it's just I'm annoyed that a 5 ghosted me. I was like, what is a 5? What are you talking about? And she was like, yeah, man, it's just like, I don't know if she said a 5 or a 4, but it was not, higher than 5. And I was just like, okay, could you send me like a picture or something? She's like, yeah. So she sent me a picture, and then she was like, what do you think? Like, she's well, what do you think of her face? And I was just like, I really don't know. Like, I can't give you a number if that's what you're looking for, but I don't think she's ugly. And she was like, yeah, but like, she's photogenic, and she's trying to tell me like, the girl is photogenic, but in real life, I was just like, I don't know how to rate people, man. I don't know what a 5 means. I don't know what a 4 means. So it got me thinking. I was like, I want to know. Like, I'm actually curious about this like whole scale and everything. Now, Denise, have you ever heard of this? Like, have you ever heard of people scaling people's attractiveness, like rating them?
Yeah, I've actually heard about that before. On social media, actually, because someone rated me on Instagram. I was not familiar with the whole scale. For those of you who don't know, it's usually from 1 to 10.
Yeah.
I left a comment on the page called the Quan. I don't know if you guys know about it. I left a comment on the page.
I think everyone knows the Quan.
And I was defending someone on the page. I left a comment, and someone was like, "Oh, you can defend the person because you like your body's an 8 and your face is like a 5." I was like, wait, what? I was like, wait, what? I was like, what do you mean? He was like, well, like your body is like a straight 8, but your face is a 5, so you can like talk and everything. I was like, damn. So I went online and I Googled everything, and I was like, oh, I guess it's a thing. It's like a whole like social thing where people can like rate you from 1 to 10 depending on how they find you attractive. And I was like, that's how I found out about the whole thing, basically, on social media. Yeah.
And it's horrible, isn't it? It's
horrible.
Like, it's such a shallow thing to do.
It's so shallow. It's so shallow. I was just like, okay, how are you? But like when you think about it, though, Tatiana, I think it's very like, it depends on the person, because it's a scale from 1 to 10, but it depends on the person's like...
Only 10. You're only basing someone's attractiveness, physical appearance, not even like mental intelligence or whatever, on appearance, and you're giving them a number.
That's
like
it.
Guys, if you're not familiar with what we talk about like relatable stuff that we each of us like have like been through or will probably experience. Like, we don't read the future, we're not Raven, but stuff that stuff that have happened to you in high school, or I don't know, it happens every day. People rate you every day. You go to a bar, you get rated. You walk in the street, you get rated. You probably are harassed because people think you're a certain number. Like, that's the reality, man.
For those of you who are not familiar, who probably don't even know what we are talking about, when you say rating someone from like 1 to 10, a scale from 1 to 10, with 1 being the lowest and 10 the highest, basically, just making that clear.
Mediocre.
1.
That's actually good, because we can actually talk about like the numbers itself, and then we can like go one by one. And I went to like on Urban Dictionary, because whenever I want to know something that's like slang or whatever, everyone has their own like definitions and everything, and they were like, so this is from, like we said, a scale from 1 to 10, and this is for rating people's looks. So number 1 is monster. Can't look at them or they'll burn your eyes out. So this kind of, I'm just like, wow. So if I'm a 1, you actually look at me, I am actually inflicting some kind of like physical pain to your body. You get it? Like, I'm some kind of like X-Men mutant. You look at me and I'm sending like X-rays.
I've never heard someone being rated a 1 though. That's tough. I've never heard that.
I don't know, man. I don't know, but I guess people are there because that rating exists. And then you've got like number 2, heinous, busted, needs plastic surgery. Like, how shallow are people?
Come on.
How are you gonna tell somebody like you're 2, and then they go and Google and they're like, oh my gosh, I need plastic surgery? Do you know what that does to people's like self-confidence? I'm no words, man. Like, help
Nah,
me
it's
out here. I just
insane.
don't know.
Something I'm wondering though is like, do people actually refer themselves to the scale? Like, do you think a lot of people do refer themselves to that scale? Like, if someone
Well,
tells you you're
I checked
five,
like another scale. Like, you know, like the website Hey Bitches. That you can
yeah,
have the podcast,
I've heard
I
of it
believe.
before. Yeah.
And I also checked the scale is pretty similar. It's just the phrasing is different, but it says the same thing. It's like I think they were even more harsh on they were harsh on their website on the description because they went into details as to tell you like a 2 cannot do this. Like you do not want to be like, we try to avoid 5s, and it's just like they are
Nah,
very
insane.
like,
That's insane.
I know.
Damn.
So
yeah.
to go back to our rating, number 3 is plain ugly, someone who was born ugly.
Bro.
Aren't we like all born ugly if you want to be like correct about it? We're all born
Who
pretty.
even came up with this list? That's what I'm
How
talking
can
about.
you
Like, who came up with this?
I don't know, man. I would like to be the person to be
Born
like, can I just see your
ugly.
face? Can I see your face? And then number 4 is below average / unattractive, someone you'd never go out with. So it's like, and then I remember on Bitches they were like on Hey Bitches or whatever it is, they were like a 4 is somebody like, you know, you kind of end up hooking up with when you're like passed out. The hookups that you always regret. You're like, oh man, I can't believe I hooked up with a 4. It's like, isn't that so mean? I mean, this is like, I'm actually learning from this from this scale.
Mm-hmm.
Number 5 is average could be slightly unattractive, someone you wouldn't look at twice. So
what is it?
It's like you're just average. You just, whenever you walk by, nobody really looks at you, I guess. Like nobody remembers you or something. I don't know.
Just okay, yeah.
And 6 is barely doable. That's if they're not endowed in other places. If not, you most likely wouldn't. But it can look okay if they try hard. This is like, I'm like, who wrote this?
If they try hard, they can look okay.
But did you see? This is barely doable. That if they're endowed in in other places, meaning like, okay, you could be like a 6, but it's only depending on your physical other appearance, like what your breasts look like or your body, the rest of it. I'm like, what?
Damn.
It's like, this is insane.
No, that's
7
insane.
is cute, doable, someone you wouldn't be ashamed of, definitely date material, maybe more.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. 8 is generally hot or good looking, may or may not be exotic looking or just average hot, but definitely someone you'd sleep with. That's not what they wrote, but that's what I'm saying. Want to have a long-term relationship with. So that's an 8. 8 are relationship people.
Okay.
Relationship material. And last but not least, 9, super smoking hot people you don't see in public often and someone you die to sleep with. So I'm thinking, so they're saying, from what I'm understanding, like 9s are never out in the open air. We do not see them in public.
They're like freaking.
They're aliens?
What do you call those? No, it's not a pony. The unicorn. They're basically unicorns.
Unicorns, rare. But if they're unicorns, what do you think a 10 is going to be then? I think a 10 is probably a unicorn.
Yeah, probably.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
We're actually rating numbers.
Oh my god, yeah, I know, right?
Anyways. So the last one, 10, is perfection. Does not exist, but someone can be as high as a 9.9, close to it. And it says here the 1 to 10 scale is pretty accurate.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, guys, according to Urban Dictionary, that's what the
1 to 10
how
scale.
do I describe
I don't
this?
even know how to call it. But you know how like people like who are dating. I don't know if you've noticed, but sometimes when someone is dating someone, they'll always tell you like, oh, she's like she's too pretty or he's too good looking to date the girl, and automatically people are gonna rate that person like, oh, she's like a straight 10 and he's like a 5. I don't understand why they're dating, so it's like weird for like numbers to mix. A 5 and a 10 dating, it's always like weird. People are always gonna question it.
It's like you're settling.
Like you're settling. Like why are you gonna be? How are you gonna be like a 9 or like an 8 and you're gonna go ahead and date it like a 5? People always do that shit. Like I remember I dated this guy like a long time ago, and he was like overweight. And when I dated him, people were always like, oh, you like fit and everything. Like, why would you date someone who's like overweight? That's like you like settling and everything. I was just like, and they gave him a number. He was like, they gave him like a 4. They were like, oh, he's a 4. Like, why are you dating him? I was just like, how you gonna like put a number on someone's like physical appearance? That's so
Yeah, and
shallow.
also, why are you like disregarding my feelings for somebody? Like, even the person I'm
Exactly.
dating, you clearly do not care about what I'm thinking. It's like,
And you don't even know the person. But from what I understood, though, like a rating with like the whole scale 1 to 10 is only the physical appearance. Apparently,
yeah,
it's not
yeah,
like having like the your whole persona, like who you are. It's not getting in there. It's just like the
yeah.
physical part
It's
of
just
it.
like on based on your first, like the first impression that somebody has on your looks. And I just, but like, I can't help but think it's that thing is shallow though. Like, it's just very not
No,
inspirational for
it's
future
really shallow.
generations. You know that, like, I'm not gonna say who, but like, you know, a certain president did in the past rate celebrities based on their looks, and he did exactly. They were like, they asked him, okay, how would you rate Charlize Theron or whatever? You know, people find Charlize Theron very attractive, and he was like, she's a solid 6. And they were like, what about Halle
Damn.
Berry? He was like, from the midsection to her shoulders, she's a solid. What did you say? She's a 10, and her face is an 8, and her legs are like less than that. And I was just like,
Damn.
this is somebody with authority, like saying this on radio. I think it was a radio show or something. And I was just thinking, what kind of example are you setting for other people to start rating people based on their looks? Like, oh, she's a 7, she's a 6, she's a 4. Who came up? I just feel like it's mean, you know?
It is really mean. And something that's really interesting too is the fact that the scale, you have a definition for like every number on the scale, but it's also very different depending on the person. Because like, you know, what's the saying? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So someone can rate you a 10 and someone else can be like, oh nah, she's like a solid 5. So it's always gonna be different depending on the person who sees you, you know. Yeah, different perspectives.
Because we don't all have the same taste, but I guess like I was reading this thing, I guess it's like subjective to one's preference, no? Like, if I like the person, I'll rate them this way, and then if you're like the person, like, I don't know, you find them more attractive or less attractive, you rate them in a different way. But this topic just came about because I was not aware of what, to be honest, I was not aware what a 4 and what a 5 was when my friend was like, oh, she's a 5, 4. I guess according to the ratio, like the scale here, my friend was referring to somebody average could be slightly unattractive, someone you wouldn't look at twice.
And something people don't actually know is that on every single dating app, they actually use that algorithm, like you being rated, but you don't even know it. And I found out that there's this UK-based dating app called Once, where instead of like hiding that from you, they actually let you know once a week, like they send you an email where they actually tell you how people perceive you, like how they see you, and they give you the number that you've been rated. So for example,
but people didn't like it though.
Oh yeah, true.
Because some people like posted their like reaction on Twitter, and they were like, "How dare they just send me here and just send me this email and tell me like I'm a 3." This woman went crazy on Twitter, and she was like, I don't know, she was going mad. I mean, like, she was angry.
I mean, but would you rather have someone tell you like, oh, this is how people perceive you, so you can like change, because they're rating you on the pictures that you post, not on like who you actually are. They rate you on the pictures that you post. So would you rather have someone like tell you, okay, you a 3 according to what you posted, or someone not even telling you like what's going on, how people perceive you, and never telling you like how people see you and the numbers that they give you? Like, which one would you choose? Being rated and knowing about it, and like being rated and never knowing about it?
I mean, if you put it like that, obviously, if you're gonna help me have a better picture online, then sure. But it just doesn't feel good.
No, it's
I'm sorry,
ethically, it's not really right. But like, I'm trying to like see a little higher than what it is, and I feel like it's actually like a good thing, especially for online dating, because it's online and you actually want to have the best picture out there. To give you the better
chances.
Yeah, it's giving
you
better chances.
But as you were saying, I guess in a sense that it is good because some other apps don't tell you, and they just automatically match you with people they think that you should your ratings are how can I say, are similar to theirs. So I guess in this sense maybe it's good because, like you said, they give you a chance to increase. They give you chances to actually give a better picture and to make a better impression to other people. But at the same time, I'm just like, if you tell me that I'm a 2, and maybe imagine I took my best picture and you thought that was a 2, then for me, you're already telling me that my best picture was a 2 and I fit in a certain box. So you're telling me that because of my number 2, because of my rating, I will only be shown a certain type of people that also fit into that category of 2s.
Damn! Wait! That's how it actually works. So
so I'm sorry, I'm not saying, I'm not giving numbers, but if you're less attractive, let's say, and you have a picture, you put a picture there, like super confident, 100, like super confident, like, yeah, this is the one, man.
That's
this is
the
my best
one.
profile picture, and you put it in there, and then they send you an email saying, oh, listen, Liza, just to let you know that your picture is rated as a number 2. Maybe you might want to take a better picture. What do you do? I'll be livid. I'll be super mad. Like,
What do you
excuse
mean
me, it took me. Do you know how many selfies it took me to get that one picture that actually? Imagine.
So imagine though, like, yeah.
So,
okay.
yeah, there are two sides of that story. Like, it's great,
No,
but at
true,
the same time,
true.
is it though? Because you don't know how much effort that person put in that picture.
That's true. But I mean, they're there to
And like
help
my
you
friend
out.
said, some people can actually some people are photogenic and they might not look like that in real life. So, and people take pictures with filters. Can we just not forget that?
Does
lot of people
wait,
do
does
that?
that even work with filters then? Like when
I have
they
no
rate,
idea.
does the filter count as like you? I wonder.
I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. I remember this, like, this is not to get off topic, but I remember this trend in the past where people used to go and take a picture on Facebook and put it in a forum, and they would start rating the girl and saying, oh, she's so like a 7. She's so. I don't know if you remember this, but a lot of people,
No.
especially like in forums about for students, they used to do this all the time, and it was so annoying
Really?
because
Like I've
you just did not
never
want to
heard
find
of
it.
this. So people will
never-
go on Facebook.
They would go on Facebook, get a picture, and start rating the person and have like a whole conversation about it.
That's
Yeah, it was a
what the
trend.
hell? That's okay.
It was definitely
I
a
never
thing,
heard of
like,
that.
you know, when
Was that in the
Facebook
UK?
booming. Huh?
Is
No,
that like a
but
UK
I mean,
thing?
I was familiar with it in the UK because I used the student room as a forum.
Yeah.
But I think it's not just in the UK. The trend did not just, stop there. I'm sure it was. I know it sounds weird, but I would not be surprised if this thing was kind of like also done a lot of times, like in the US. Like I just would. It's just not
No,
the kind
it's
of stuff that
probably
surprised me.
probably.
Just because look at the vines that we look at like the vines videos that we used to see, or the those comics, like the comical videos that they post, like those comedians where they it's always about a girl walking by who's attractive, or somebody they talk to her and then suddenly she has like vampire teeth or crossed out teeth, like it's already we have this image like, oh, she's attractive, she's not, she's like, her body though, those videos when somebody's walking, you're like, oh, what a hot body, she turns on, you're like, whoa, what is that facial hair though? So
I have a question though. I'm very curious, guys. Sorry to cut you off, but have you guys ever been rated? Like, just let us know in the comment section. Have you been rated, and like, what do you actually think of the whole like rating thing?
system?
Just let us know in the comment section. Go ahead and just go.
Yeah, we would love that because honestly, I don't know. I just don't know how I feel. I'm one
Have
of
you
those
been rated
person,
though?
like, I don't know. Like, I've never really experienced it. This is one of the things. This is why I didn't know what it was about. Like, I heard about it from like TV shows. I don't even know which one. It's probably gonna be. Oh, I know one. It's Barney Stinson. It's from How I Met Your Mother. He was always rating girls. So I was like,
yeah,
six.
Barney. Yeah, true.
Rated girls. I was wondering where I'd seen it, but I'm pretty sure it's from How I Met Your Mother. But personally, I just because I don't do it, I don't see who I would be friends with who would do that. Like, I'm just not that kind of person. You can tell me, oh, she's attractive, she's not attractive, but to sound like someone's a 3, I wouldn't know what to say or respond to that. I wouldn't know how to respond.
It's very shallow and unhealthy, honestly. Giving a number to someone's physical appearance is just very like...
Just don't do that, man. It's
do
hurtful.
it. Like, don't do it. And I feel like that's actually something that was really trendy, but I feel like people are starting to like get that it's not like a thing to do, and it's like not really an ethical thing to do. And I hope that people are like doing it less than they used to before.
I have no
believe
idea. Like
so.
I said, I thought it was done, but apparently
it's not done for sure. It's not. But
Yeah.
I'm hoping we're getting to like a place where people start understanding like, hey,
it would be nice though.
It would be nice. Because, just giving someone... But I mean, like, okay, when you think about it, like, is it better to, like, give someone... Is it worse than, like, saying, oh, this person is ugly, or, like, this person is a 3? Which one is worse, basically?
I think I would just rather go with, like, oh, I don't find this person... I think this person is not as attractive as I would like her to be, or I don't think he's attractive.
You're being nice.
Be more attractive.
People don't really do that, though.
No, but I honestly, I would say, oh, this is... You know what? My boyfriend and I, sometimes he had this habit of always being like, oh man, she's not really attractive. I was like, what is attractive? Like,
Yeah.
I usually, we run into full arguments. I was
Yeah.
like, you can't just be looking at somebody and just base it because, okay, you might not like, okay, say, I don't know. But then it means, like, people can't express themselves. Like, it's,
Yeah.
you know, it's kind of
Yeah.
one of those things that you just want people to be nice about other people just because, you know, they have feelings. But
Yeah.
when I think about it, there's no right or wrong way to do this. Like I said, if you're rating somebody, it's a personal preference. Somebody cannot come and tell you, like, hey, man, you should not express your personal preference like this. But I just think, I just didn't know that, you know, that's how people still use it. I don't know. I would just, when it's me, I'm just like, yeah, he's okay. He's not too bad. She's attractive. She's nice.
Yeah.
Easy on the eyes. You know, I don't know. I have, I did not know. So,
Nah.
yeah.
But I've never found myself in a situation where I was like looking at someone and like, okay, I have, everybody has like an opinion of like how someone looks, but like the whole like scale thing where I'm just like looking at someone and thinking, damn, he's like a 3, he's a 9.
I
never,
know,
like
that's
automatically
bad.
that's never gonna come up, like that's never gonna be in my head. Like so
I just-
for people to, for that to be a thing for some people, I just think it's so weird. Like I'm not gonna look at someone and give them a number. That's like, who am I?
And I mean, it takes so much effort. You actually have to
It
remember
takes a
the
lot of
scale.
effort.
You have to remember what a 3 is.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't want that. I left school behind for a reason. I'm not gonna still remember like some sort of scale to
Oh, here's a
like,
3 on the
actually
scale
be
from
people and
1
say,
to
you're a
10.
4, you're a 5.
Nah, that's
what is it,
weird.
14?
That's weird. Like honestly,
But yeah,
if you're out there and you like that's your thing, just giving numbers to people,
just let us know.
just let
Let
us know.
I want to
Let
know
us
what
know.
pushes you to do that.
And that's
I
not
wanna
cool.
know.
Like from me to you, I'm letting you know I'm not okay with it. Just so you know, I just think it's weird. Like dead
Yeah,
ass.
but I would like to know. I would like to know people's motives when they actually
No.
do that because
I like
It's a
you're
thing.
right. What is your motive? Like if you actually do it, like how did that come about? Like when did you start? When did that become a thing for you?
for
And
you,
how do
like,
you
where
think
did you-
that's okay? Like I'm
how did you start?
really
I think maybe it's also because you know how you asked me. You just asked me. Sorry, you just
Yeah.
asked me like, what would you use? What would you say? And I was like, I don't know what I would say. I'll be like, oh, easier, or easy. She's not too bad. You know, maybe it's because it was just really hard to describe people, and just thought numbers were easier, like to express how they felt
I
about
guess
someone's
so.
like
It's
physical
just straight
appearance.
to the point. I guess so. Yeah. If
So,
you have
oh,
a point
she's a
of
3.
reference, yeah.
It's like, don't ask me. You know what a 3 is, so don't go asking me questions about
That's
what
true,
her
that's true,
face
that's
is
true.
like. Because if you look at 3, you know what face of 3s like. Just like, sorry. Anyways,
I guess that's where it probably came from. Probably originally,
Maybe.
basically, because it's
A lot of
it's
maybes, guys. We're only
straightforward.
here to ask questions. That's what we always do, and we always like your input. So please
Mhm.
let us know if you use this system, if your friend used this system, or I don't know if you know anything about the system. Please let us know because I'm curious.
Okay, guys. So we obviously have like our own like opinion on the whole topic. Do you find yourself attractive? Do you think you're a 10 or a 3 or a 2? Just let us know in the comment section. We want to know.
While you were saying that, I was making like really weird faces where you were like the 3 or 10. So I'm just like, okay. Yeah, just let us know in the comments, guys, like we said. And thank you so much for people who are actually watching and listening and actually participating
Yeah.
to our episodes and who usually like leave comments. We really enjoy your input. And yeah, we'll see you in the next episode. And I know Christmas is not there yet, but it's kind of close. And
Oh, it is
I'm
very
just getting
close.
into that season. So yeah, guys, happy holidays. And oh my gosh, I said that too soon, but who cares? You know, I'm a Christmas person.
It's
so
okay.
there's no...
It's never too early for
So,
Christmas wishes.
Thank you guys.
Thank
And
you.
yeah, see you in the next episode.
Bye.
Drops mic. Sorry.